Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum friends. Welcome back to the latest transfer news that we have for you. We have the evening transfer news session. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to be talking about lots of clubs. I'll be coming to Manchester United. There's a very big update which has happened with United, but I want to go on with regards to Lazio. Now, let's start with Lazio. Lazio are closing on Luis Maximiano. The goalkeeper is in talks with the final stage taking place. Now, in order to complete this deal, 10 million euros is going to be the final fee. Now, in regards to other players, he's going to be following Romagnoli as well as Casal, Marcus Antonio as the new Lazio signings. So, Lazio working pretty hard right now behind, and they want to make sure that they have the squad ready for the upcoming season. Moving forward, we have news regarding Barcelona. Barcelona are working pretty hard as well. They do know that they are trying to raise the score in terms of quality acquisition. What they are trying to do is they're trying to keep Ousmane Dembele. They have offered him this contract, and Ousmane Dembele is more likely to stay at Barcelona now. So it seems that he will accept the new contract and he will accept the offer. He will be staying at Barcelona, whereas Barcelona are also working at this moment in regards to Raphinha. Now, Raphinha has been kept at Leeds United. The Leeds United team has gone for the pre-season tour. He is kept back due to the fact that his transfer move will make way. £60 million bid was accepted by Leeds United. Chelsea made that bid, and it seems that Barcelona are still speaking to Leeds United. They want to sign him as well. They have made the bid around 50 plus million euros, almost close to the Chelsea bid, and they apparently revised that offer. They are offering more money than the previous bid. Let's see if they're able to get both Dembele and Raphinha. Whereas in regards to Jules Koundé, they still looking at him, but it's not at right now a first priority. They want to get Lewandowski first. So let's see what happens. And I'll be talking about Frenkie de Jong with Manchester United. So we will be moving on towards Tottenham Hotspur, and then I'll be coming back to Napoli. Now, with Tottenham Hotspur, it has been reported that they are leaving for the South Korea tour, and it seems that they have left 4 players back, which are Harry Winks, Sergio Reguilon, as well as Giovanni Lo Celso and Tanguy and Ndombele. Antonio Conte wants them to find new solutions this summer as soon as possible. That means they're up for sale. So Tottenham, who have made such a splash in this transfer window by getting Perisic, Bissouma, as well as Richarlison, want to recoup that amount of money. And it seems that by selling Winks, Reguilon, Lo Celso, as well as Ndombele is gonna get them a little bit more cash so that they could go back into the transfer market. Remember, they want Spence as well, and maybe perhaps they have signed Lenglet on loan. They might go for another player, because we do know that Bergwijn has joined Ajax for 30 million euros. So Tottenham are willing to raise some cash by selling these players, and then they will go back into the transfer market. They want to make sure that Antonio Conte has the perfect team to compete in Champions League as well as the Premier League, at least to try to go for the title. And let's see if Antonio Conte will be able to do so. Remember, Harry Kane wanted to leave Tottenham, but this time around he has said that he's willing to stay. So we will see how that one goes. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to be moving over to Napoli. Now, Napoli have been speaking about lots of players. They have been linked to many outgoings. Now, what they have said that Koulibaly is the main man. They have offered him a new contract. They've even offered him that after his contract finishes, they're going to offer him a position in the board, and it's going to be a pretty important position. They want Koulibaly to stay at Napoli forever. So Koulibaly is looking at that contract, and let's see what does he decide. As for Osimhen, that's a very good striker, and we do all know that Arsenal were interested in him, but it seems to be the point where Napoli have said that there were some inquiries made, but not any solid deal coming in. Nobody went further other than just an inquiry. So they're saying that if Osimhen has to be sold, it has to be for a big loads of money. They're not going to sell him for cheap. They're not going to sell him even for 50-60 million euros. They are looking at a figure around 80 million to 90 million euros, which is huge in regards to the level that Napoli are. And they think that Osimhen is really a very good player who will command that kind of fee. So that's what they're looking at, is that if Osimhen ever leaves Napoli, it's gonna be for a huge fee. So let's see what happens in regarding to that. Coming back to Fabian Ruiz, they have said that Fabian Ruiz is a very key player. They don't want to sell him, and he loves the club, he loves the city, and he's exploring the other options, but he wants to stay here. And apparently, let's see if any club comes in with any offer regarding him, then they will consider. But as far as concerning these three players, Koulibaly, Osimhen, as well as Fabian Ruiz, they're going to stay at Napoli, and that's what Napoli want as well. They don't want to sell their main players. Now we're going to go to Manchester United, and then I'll go to Arsenal as well. Now with Manchester United, this news have come in a little bit late, but I was waiting for this one. What has been reported is that Manchester United are apparently, you could say that they were in for Frenkie de Jong, but this deal has taken so long. This was reported since back in April, then May came and it went, June came and it went, and right now it's the month of July, where United have left for the preseason, and Erik ten Hag made Frenkie de Jong as a number one target for Manchester United to start this new season, and United have so far not been able to get him. Now what the reports are coming in from Spain, it says that Frenkie de Jong has rejected the move to Manchester United. He doesn't think that at this time and moment he needs to go and join Manchester United, because they're not in a position where they used to be. That means they're not in Champions League. They are not as they used to be. That means fighting for the titles. They are in their struggling phase, and it wouldn't make any sense to leave Barcelona at this time and join Manchester United. If any other club, it would make sense, but not Manchester United. Now, is this a rumor, or is this just news coming in, or just another tactic to which apparently maybe Barcelona are trying to say to United to increase more bid? But I think that if Frenkie de Jong has decided this, then Manchester United might go for other options. Remember that there are still some players which could be acquired in midfield, such as Tielemans from Leicester City. Remember, he's on his last year of the contract, and Arsenal are looking at him. So maybe United would think that, if you can't get Eriksen, if you can't get Frenkie de Jong, then it's better to go for the likes of Tielemans. And I think, it wouldn't be that bad if United get the likes of Tielemans, if they can't get Frenkie de Jong. But let's see what happens. It has come as a rumor. It was reported by Duncan Castles as well. And it seems that United have this history of not producing good in transfer market. They're linked to so many players. They're linked for so long. And when the time comes, they're not able to get that move over the line. And I'm sure that United fans are not going to appreciate this. They're not going to like this, and they're going to make lots of complaint regarding John Murtaugh as well as Richard Arnold, who are spearheading this behind the scene transfer scene, recruitment scene. And it seems that they still haven't learned from their previous mistakes from their predecessors. So let's see what United can do. But if this news comes around by many of the sources, that means that Frenkie de Jong move will be off from Manchester United, and I'm sure that Manchester United will sign Eriksen, but it wouldn't be enough, because remember, Frenkie de Jong was the primary target, was the only target that they wanted to have. Now, concerning other moves regarding Lisandro Martinez, they're still in talks with Ajax, and Ajax haven't responded to that bid which they made, which was around 50 million euros. So let's see what Ajax do respond with that. Will they accept that offer and sell Martinez to Manchester United? So the biggest news is that Frenkie de Jong has rejected Manchester United, according to Sport, which is a tabloid in Spain, and this has just broken away for last 1 hour. Whereas in regards to Cristiano Ronaldo, Manchester United are accepting the fact that they will have to sell him, and that means a bad news after another big bad news. So it's not looking good for Manchester United. Hopefully we'll get to hear more about this. There's more development to be happen, and we'll see where does it take, and where does it go, where does it comes to. And I'm sure that many other reporters will be reporting tomorrow, because tomorrow is Sunday. And guys, I want to let you know that tomorrow we're going to have a special episode. We're going to have that paper talk, and we're going to see what newspaper are reporting for tomorrow morning, Sunday morning newspapers, as well as tabloids. So please do tune in for the morning transfer session, which is going to be at around saying that it's going to be around 10 a.m. and I'm sure that you guys will be tuning in. If not 10 a.m., then 11 a.m. But I'm sure it's going to be around 10 a.m. So guys, please do tune in at that time so we can have a discussion about the paper talk. Now we're going to come back to Arsenal. Arsenal are still in talks with Ajax regarding Martinez. They are speaking to the club. Now Arsenal have been reported that they want Lisandro Martinez and they think that he's a very important player. It has been reported that Mikel Arteta thinks that he is going to be the perfect player who can lead the defense the way he wants to implement his style of play. So will he go and bid more than what Manchester United have offered? The evidence is yet to be seen because Arsenal don't want to overspend because of the interest of other club. But if Mikel Arteta is desperate for a player who he thinks is going to be key for him in defense, then I think Arsenal board will have to back him. So in that regards, Arsenal are just watching what do Ajax respond to Manchester United. Let's say if Ajax say that they accept Manchester United 50 million euro bid, then Arsenal would go back in with another bid saying that we are willing to offer you the same amount, and that means Ajax will say, okay, you can speak to the player, we accept your bid as well. Then it depends on the club who can basically speak to the player and convince him to join them. I think Ten Hag has the upper hand, but Mikel Arteta, I'm sure, will be giving his important points to Lisandro Martinez and saying him that, Arsenal is in London and he thinks of him as a very key player. So let's see what do the player decide. But so far it has been reported that player prefers to join Erik Ten Hag with Manchester United. So let's see what happens with that one. And coming to Tielemans, as I've reported that Arsenal were in talks with Leicester City. Now they have apparently speed up the talks after that Raphinha fallen move. They turn their focus onto Lisandro Martinez as well as Tielemans. They want to make this signing as soon as possible. They are speaking to Leicester City and trying to find a figure to which there can be an agreement between Leicester City as well as Arsenal. There has been talks that some of the players from Arsenal could go to Leicester City as well. Maybe Brendan Rodgers is interested in one of the players from Arsenal. So let's see what happens on that front. Maybe there will be some sort of an exchange, or maybe there'll be two separate deals. Maybe there'll be some players going out on loan, maybe something like that. But so far this is what it has been reported. So Tielemans is number one target for Mikel Arteta. Let's see if Mikel Arteta is able to get him as soon as possible over the line. Now in regards to Chelsea, they are almost certain that they will sign Raheem Sterling. They are also in talks to sign Nathan Ake. Now Nathan Ake fee has been reported around 35 to 40 million. The point is that Nathan Ake has played for Chelsea. He was their academy player. He would love to return back to Chelsea, and he does know that this time around there's not going to be that kind of competition, because remember, Rudiger and Christensen have left and they are playing for Barcelona as well as Real Madrid. So that means that Nathan Ake will be going back and playing regularly under Thomas Tuchel. So Nathan Ake also understand that in the Dutch national team they play with three at the back, and it's the same kind of tactics which is employed by Thomas Tuchel. So that means he will have two other teammates who will be playing alongside him, and that is much more comfortable, as he used to play for his national team on the left side of those three positions. So Nathan Ake is one of the names which is going to be next in terms of Chelsea, and Chelsea are also speaking to Cristiano Ronaldo representatives. They want to make that move happen. Let's see what happens. Cristiano Ronaldo has said that he's not going to be joining United on the pre-season tour. Now what does that mean in actual terms? It might mean that he wants to think about his future. He wants to make his next move, or maybe there is some genuine reason with his family. It can be either of those two, but United are respecting his request. They have said to him that he can take as much as time he wants. Now in that meanwhile, what will happen? Will he leave or will he stay? We'll find out that soon as well. So hopefully there'll be some update on that front as well. But so far the biggest news of the day is that Frenkie de Jong has rejected Manchester United according to Sport in Spain. He doesn't want to move to Manchester United. He doesn't think that Manchester United move is right at this very moment. He thinks that staying at Barcelona will be much more important than leaving for United. He thinks that United not being in Champions League is going to affect a lot, as well as United are also not in a position to challenge for the title. So he thinks those are the two strong evidences which proves that he needs to stay at Barcelona. Maybe if some other club comes in, he might consider, but he wants to stay at Barcelona at all cost. And will it mean that he accepts a lower salary? Will he accept that new contract with a lower salary? We'll see that one as well. So hopefully we'll get to hear more about that. So far it has been reported by Sport, which is a tabloid in Spain. It has also been reported by Duncan Castles. So let's see if this story does get mature and is being reported by other journalists as well. So we're going to wait about that and see. So guys, this is the update so far we have. We do know that Juventus have signed Angel Di Maria. They are on their way to sign Paul Pogba. So Juventus are also making some moves. As in regards to Dybala, we haven't heard anything new other than that his people were speaking to Manchester United. So let's see what happens with Dybala as well. So guys, tomorrow please do tune in for the morning paper talk, which is going to be at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So hopefully I'll be seeing you then. We'll be discussing the stories mentioned in the newspaper as well as the tabloids. So I want to thank you very much for tuning in. Please do subscribe to the channel. Press that like button as well. And please do let your friends know about Football Gupshup. It will be really appreciated if you guys can please subscribe. So thank you very much for watching and hope to see you soon. Thank you very much. Have a nice one. See you. Take care.